Afternoon, everybody. It's Matt with Jamison's Tractor here. And today I wanted to update you on some findings I've had with the truck and trailer since I've been to the weigh scale. Now I've been twice. You saw in the first video where I took the truck and trailer empty and went through. The next day I decided, you know what, I need to take the truck by itself and let's just see what the truck weighs, because I'm kind of on a mission to understand exactly what I'm able to do with this setup. And spoiler alert, I've realized that I shouldn't have derated the VIN or the GVWR on this truck. And I'm gonna do my best to explain that as quickly and easily as possible, but I have a couple disclaimers. Number one, I'm gonna try to keep this video from being super long because I think, you know, we can get into too many details here. But number two, this is just based on my findings. I am not a professional driver, so please don't take what I'm telling you as the gospel. Do the research for you, for your individual state, and make sure, double check me. I don't want to tell somebody something and then, you know, you get pulled over and say, well, you said that this is accurate, and I'm learning, and you're going to discover in this video that I'm learning, and my intent is to just be helpful. So let's dive in and let's talk about this. The first thing I want to show you, I did have somebody, I want to take a picture of the passenger seat all the way back with the car seat. Somebody was asking to see a picture of how much legroom you had with the seats all the way back. So I'm going to put a picture up there. But now into the main thing. I honestly, I've been meaning to make this video for over a week now, and I've been a little under the weather, but I also have been thinking through how to approach this so that it's as cohesive as possible and hopefully as short as possible. I've developed kind of a top-down approach as to how to think about the weights and ratings and how they play into everything. So let's start with what I consider to be the top level, which is your gross combined weight rating. The trailer is 16,000 pounds. This truck is 10,000 pounds. So that's 26,000 pounds gross combined, which keeps me under the limit of having to have a CDL. Individually, that's the tier below the gross combined. Well, we've already said it. This is 16, this is 10, and then a tier down from that is the individual axle ratings. So I'll put up a picture, but on this truck, I think the front's like 4,500, the back is 6,300, and these trailer axles are rated at 8,000 a piece. So if let's just say that we're hauling and we get pulled over, or we have to go through a weigh station for some reason, here's what I think that they are going to be checking. Now, somebody please correct me if I'm wrong here, but based on my understanding, this is what I think is going to happen. From the top level, they are going to look to see, have we exceeded our gross combined weight rating? Is the combination of load, truck, trailer, however that plays out, is it over 26,000 pounds for this rig? If the answer is no, okay, well, maybe we've passed that test. But now we have to look individually. Have we exceeded the gross vehicle weight rating on this truck or the gross vehicle weighting on this trailer? So we could do that by having too much tongue weight. We could do that on the trailer by, I don't know, you know, with this one, having too little tongue weight and a lot of weight like right over the axles. I guess you could put something very heavy on this. And then individually, have we exceeded any of the individual axle weight ratings? You know, is the front got too much weight on it? Does the back of the truck have too much weight on it? Or do the trailer axles have too much weight on them? So that's the first kind of, I guess, setting the stage for how to interpret when we're talking about what we can legally tow. And if we were to have to go into a situation where we're being audited, if you will, what we're going to be expected to, the results are going to be. And one thing that I think I have been wrong about for a long time, when I think about trailers, in my mind for many years, it's been, okay, if you've got a 16,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating and the trailer itself weighs 6,000 pounds, that means that you can put 10,000 pounds on that trailer and you're good. You can't put any more than that. Well, I'm coming to find out that I think that that's wrong, because the trailer is distributing some load on the truck, and this shows up in the first weight that I got with the truck and trailer empty. Well, the truck is bearing some of the load, so the actual load that you can put on the trailer may be more than 10,000 pounds, because the truck is carrying a certain percentage of that. So if we look at the first weight that I got when I went to the CAT scales, the weight of the trailer was showing 5,040 pounds on the axles. The weight of the truck, I think, combined was somewhere around 8,800 pounds, almost 8,900 pounds. Well, when I went back and had the truck weighed by itself, I did get it filled up with gas, and I realized that there's probably about a 70-pound difference with the amount of driving that I did and the amount of gallons that I had to put in. So we were very close, but I added those back, and I'm going to put some sheets up so that you can see what I'm talking about. But when the trailer's not connected to the truck was 1,000 pounds lighter, which means that I had 1,000 pounds of tongue weight going through the scales with this empty trailer. So instead of the truck or the trailer being 5,040 pounds, this trailer, if we were just to take it off the truck and put the jacks down, this is a just over 6,000 pound trailer. So that was the first thing that I learned. Now, the second thing, when we start talking about where the truck is, well, if it's 7,800 pounds, that means that I have roughly 2,200 pounds, and I'm going to get my computer back open. I've got it kind of tucked away over here, and that way I can have some specifics. But the truck was 7,840 pounds by itself, which leaves me 2,160 pounds of payload, or maximum tongue weight, that I can utilize. Now, I took it through fully set up. I had my bags, my tools, all that kind of stuff. So yes, I could lighten the truck and make some extra payload available for extra tongue weight. But if we take a look at what's possible, with the trailer being just over, I guess it's 6,090 pounds, the truck having a max tongue weight of 2,160 as I have it set up with me in it, when you consider that 15%, I've seen ratings all over the place where a gooseneck may have anywhere from 15 to 30% of its tongue weight on the truck. I think in the Chevy manual it says 15 to 25%. I'll have to stay on the low end of that just because of the way that I have this set up. So I'm going to be aiming for 15% tongue weight, and I guess I have to believe that to be safe. I know when companies cite things like that, they will never cite a range of something if it is not sort of proven to be a safe number. So I can only assume that 15% tongue weight is a safe weight to be able to have for a gooseneck trailer. Maybe it would be better to have more than that, but because I've seen ratings of 15, I can just assume, I'm going to assume that that's a safe number. So what I have figured out with this particular setup, if I want to have the maximum that I can tow due to tongue weight reasons at 15% is 14,400 pounds. That's the maximum that I can tow with 15% tongue weight. And that's with my payload being 2,160 pounds. Because this trailer is 6,090 pounds, that means that the maximum that I can load onto this trailer is 8,310 pounds. If we take a step down from that, you can see that at 14,400 with the tongue weight of 2,160 pounds on the truck, that leaves 12,240 pounds of actual weight on the trailer axles, right? And when you combine that with the truck, you have a gross combined weight rating of 22,240 pounds. Now that's an interesting number because yes, I'm towing 14,400 pounds. That's a lot, but I'm also almost 4,000 pounds shy of the 26,000 pound gross combined weight rating that I could be able to tow. And that's fascinating because I'm back. I'm hoping that I'm doing a good job explaining this. It still feels a little chaotic in my mind, and I want to approach it in the right order. But what I was saying is, we're shy. We're really shy at 14,400 pounds of trailer behind this truck. We're really shy of 26,000 pounds gross combined weight. So how would we get closer to maxing out that gross combined weight rating? Well, if I were to remove 150 pounds of stuff out of this truck, so tools, bags, whatever, I think that's totally something I could do. That puts our tongue weight available to 2,310 pounds. Well, at 15%, that gives us a whole extra 1,000 pounds of trailer weight that we could have. So the max trailer weight could be 15,400, which means that I could put 9,300 pounds on the trailer instead of 8,300. If we kind of scroll down here, well, that gets us closer. Now we're at 23,240 pounds gross combined weight. So now we're just a little under 3,000 pounds shy. Let's take a look at what I could have done. So if I had opted to leave this GVWR at 10,850 like it was, or I say opted, I didn't order this truck. I found one that had the derated GVWR, but let's just say I had bought one that had the standard 10,850 for the custom trim. Well, I would have had to derate the trailer to 15,150. So instead of it being 16,000 pounds, I'd have to derate it to 15,150. Let's take a look at what would have been possible had I done that. So at a standard 10,850 GVWR of the truck, the max tongue weight or max payload I would have been able to have total is 3,010 pounds. So I would have gotten like another 800 pounds basically of payload. The truck would have weighed the same because we're just talking about, correct me if I'm wrong, it's literally just a difference in the sticker. There's not a difference in the actual setup of the truck, the suspension, brakes, axles, anything like that. It is literally just a difference in the sticker. And so with the available extra payload, well, this is saying that my max trailer weight could be 20,000 pounds. That's a lot more, and that's at 15% tongue weight. Well, obviously that's more than this trailer could handle. So let's derate this. At 15%, I figured that the max load could be 17,800 pounds. That'd put me at 2,670 pounds of tongue weight at 15%. Weight on the trailer axles at that amount would be 15,130. So we'd be 20 pounds shy of the axle ratings, right? Or of the gross vehicle weight ratings here. So we're safe there. And with the truck rating and everything, we'd be at 25,640 gross combined weight rating. So by having more available payload here for more tongue weight, I've actually drastically increased what we can pull behind it. And what's interesting about this is because the truck, or because the trailer weighs, we know it weighs 6,090 pounds with my straps and everything in it, I would be able to put 11,710 pounds on the trailer, which in total gets me to a total of about 17,800 pounds. So 16,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating for the trailer, but because the truck is bearing some of the load, the actual total weight is 17,800. And that means I could put 11,700 pounds on this trailer, and we've hit all the marks. We're under the gross combined weight rating. We're at 25,640 there. We're under the gross vehicle weight rating for the trailer, 15,130. 150 would have been the max, and we're under the gross combined or gross vehicle weight rating for the truck. And we've maximized our combined weight rating doing it that way. So what does that mean? Yes, it means that I should not have gotten the derated gross vehicle weight rating on the truck. Am I gonna go trade this whole setup in for something with different numbers? No, I'm not. If I really need to push it, I figured out that I can put 90, 300 pounds. I'm mostly doing compact and utility tractors, and I can pretty much haul everything that I'm trying to deal with inside of that range. The other thing is, we are talking about what I can legally haul here. What I know is that this truck has the same components as the truck that has a 10,850 pound GVWR. And so I'm not concerned once I get up to those higher ratings that are legal. I'm really not concerned about it being safe. If I have something that's on the fence, I'm not saying that I'm gonna go way over, but I'm also probably not gonna be terribly concerned if I'm hauling locally. If I'm getting on the highway and going, past potential weigh stations, I'm definitely gonna be probably going to the scale first to make sure that I'm not over either on tongue weight for the truck or axle ratings, things like that. But it's not worth it to me to take the hit of trading this and selling the trailer or trading the trailer, because this will work for most of the time. I'll come up with a different solution for situations where it won't work. For example, if I start hauling lots of track loaders, like compact track loaders, I'm just gonna buy another trailer. I'll buy this is really not great for that anyways. It's tall, it's long, it's way longer than it needs to be for compact track loaders. I'll buy a low profile bumper pull trailer, and because bumper pull trailers, tongue weight's more like 10%, I'll be able to haul a little bit more that way. The trailer will not be as heavy, which means I can put more on it. So that will be an option there if I start hauling lots of skid loaders and things like that. And then if I need to haul a big tractor, well, I'll just probably pay to have that hauled. I don't do a lot of that, and once again, it's still better than me taking a loss on the truck, trading it in, taking a loss on the trailer, trading it in, and then having to go, start back from scratch with those things. I just don't think that makes sense for me personally. Having said that, if I could go back and do it all over again, I would get the truck with the standard gross vehicle weight rating, and I would derate this trailer instead of doing it the other way around. I hope that that's informative. I hope I've explained it well. Once again, don't take my word for the gospel. If you think I'm inaccurate on something, please put it in the comments. I've had some people commenting on the other videos. They've helped lead me to this conclusion. Going to the scale has also helped lead me to this conclusion. And if you got questions, please put it in the comments, let me know, or reach out. The website's jamesonstractor.com. You can email me directly at matt@jamesonstractor.com, or you can always give me a call, 615-200-0703. Let's see if I've missed anything. No, that's it. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys have a great day.